welcome to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully all of you are having a fantastic day from wherever you are around the world. And welcome to our match, I was going to say post-match reaction then, our match preview show for Liverpool versus Leeds United that is tomorrow night at Anfield. It is non-televised in the UK, which is going to be absolutely horrible tomorrow. But either way, the Reds are back in action, and I cannot bloody wait for what is a huge week for Liverpool Football Club. Of course, we have the Carabao Cup final on the weekend, but first of all, we have Premier League business to take care of, and of course, closing down that gap to Manchester City, which looks better by the day, I would say, anyway. But guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let us know how you are all feeling, and let us know how it is anyway. To be fair, what a game, says Jack. Hello, Jack. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hey, Colin, I hope you're well, mate. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, mate. Who's everyone starting at 11? Yeah, let us know. Please let us know in the comment section down below. Tom saying, "Oi, fella." Hello, Tom. Hope you're on a fantastic day, mate. Jack says, "Ill live stream it for the stand." Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I probably will. If you guys again would like a watch along, then let us know. I'm gonna try and do a lot more going forward. Big up, Jack. Hope you're doing good, mate. And yeah, but look, to be fair, there's one guy, especially Jack, was pushing for live streams for me to do it, and look, I very much appreciate it for that. Anyway, but let's get on talking about what a huge week it is for Liverpool Football Club. Of course, we have spoken about it being, of course, the Carabao Cup final on Sunday. But first, we do have Premier League business to take care of course, due to Manchester City dropping points against Spurs, which we all absolutely loved, which was, fantastic. Let's not lie about it. City dropping points. We all love to see it. And if you don't, then something wrong with you. But of course, for us now, it puts us more in that hope now that the title race is definitely on. Of course, if Liverpool do manage to beat Leeds United, it is then down to 3 points with all games played. And of course, we still have to play Manchester City. But of course, like Jurgen said today in his press conference, he said there's plenty of games to go. Look, Liverpool will drop points. That's not hide behind this. Liverpool, we might not lose, for the rest of the season, but there will be points that will be dropped. It's natural. Liverpool can't go from now until the end of the season winning every single game, even though we will think they can and we will hope they can. The realism of it is that Liverpool can't go on to, win. What how many games are left, guys? Like 18, 16 games in a row. I was like, 18? Jesus Christ, we're way off. But you get what I mean. We can't go on winning, every single game then, for example. And for me, the most crucial and most important things about this title race is the fact that we get the points done over City. That you've seen when we have got it right, and we have, beaten City. We've gone on to win the Premier League, back, 2 seasons ago now. And then when it didn't really count, when they beat us, 4-1 or something like that. We was already drunk having the after party after winning the Premier League. And for me, I think that's the same thing that what Jurgen might be telling the boys. And we speak about, it being such a huge week. You look at iconic weeks, for Liverpool, go back a couple of years ago, we managed to beat Newcastle 3-2, to still, have a hope of winning the title back in 18-19. And then, of course, the Barcelona home game that we all know, love, and remember. And then, of course, that Wolves game, which, for, a minute and a half, we all thought that Liverpool were going to win the title and so on. But that was a very magical recent memory of a week in Liverpool, even though we've had some very, very bright ones over the last couple of seasons. Not last season, but the few afters. But I remember as a kid, of course, going for the title alongside Manchester United that week that we beat, Real Madrid, and then we ended up beating Manchester United. That week in particular, as a kid growing up, was a huge was absolutely huge for it. And this, for me, is another huge week in Liverpool's history in the terms of, at the end of it, we can be 3 points clear, at 3 points closer, I should say, to, of course, our nearest title rival in Manchester City. And we can also be, we can also have a winner's medal on the table and have another trophy to put in the cabinet. And I think that is the crucial thing. I know that people, we're going on about what Trent said the other week, during the press conference for the Champions League, and he had that slight little dig at Manchester City, even though he spoke the truth. Manchester City under Pep Guardiola, they've wanted is the Champions League. Now, people have criticised Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp for, you've won a Premier League, you've won a Champions League, that's it. But to be fair, that's the major things you want to win in club football. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that Liverpool should win a lot more. Look, for this year, for example, I think Jurgen Klopp has realised that we need more trophies on the table. We don't we've won the Club World Cup, we've won the Premier League, the Champions League, the Super Cup, and so on. And for me, I think Jurgen has realised that during this tenure that he has built over the last couple of years, we need more winners medals on the table. And if we were to do that on Sunday, that would be brilliant. Of course, we'll do our own preview show for that. We'll have a couple of Chelsea fans on and have their say. Also got Josh coming on for that, and a couple of other guys as well. But for me, it gives Liverpool that boost. And look, we're on such a high at the moment in terms of us being closer to City, the League Cup final, the Champions League. Everything is on a high at the minute, and we want to keep that going. Remember back early on the season, we had that run, just before West Ham, after we lost that, what was it, 26, 27 games unbeaten or something crazy like that. And look, we're going to be fighting for everything. Don't get that wrong. Every single one of the lads is going to be fighting for every single trophy this season. And I know everyone will go, we won the Premier League, we won the Champions League, either one of them was sound. But for me, if this, everyone remembers that 2001, 2002 season, or the other way around, the treble winning season when we won the UEFA Cup, the FA Cup and the League Cup, that was an iconic season in Liverpool's history. Again, this would be that again, if Liverpool could go on and win, a Premier League or Champions League, an FA Cup and a League Cup, how huge would that be? Imagine if Liverpool did win all four. It's something that has never been done in our history, in terms of recent history anyway. And for me, the squad is good enough to do it now. With Jota, Firmino, Diaz, Mane, Salah, the midfield lads as well, having Virgil back, Ali, Joel Matip as well, being fit for a season, and that. And for me, again, I can see a couple of comments saying it's the biggest week of our season so far, and it is huge, and it's not even going to be the biggest week of the season, and that's saying something for Liverpool. Compare it to last year, where of course we were, losing every game at Anfield, the confidence was low, and so on, and everyone at the start of the season thinking Liverpool were dead and buried. And I think it's laughable that so many people thought that, it was done and dusted, this title race. Look, we can all be disheartened as Liverpool fans. Of course we can be. But for me personally, the fact that everyone was writing Liverpool off at the start of the season, you never write off Liverpool. If you do, you're stupid. And for me, you make Liverpool more dangerous with that. And of course, it is a lot easier to chase after trophies and titles than it is to be the holders or so on. But for me, I think Liverpool will do it. I think Liverpool will at least win a trophy this season. And fingers crossed, that is Sunday as well. But guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let us know if you guys remember that, of course, that week that we beat Real Madrid and then beat Manchester United in the same week. It was an absolutely beautiful week, I would say. Anyway, Gary's in saying afternoon corner. Hello, Gary. Hopefully having a fantastic day. Amazing. How are we, gents? Says Jack. Hope you're all having a lovely night, says Jack as well. Liverpool will give Leeds a hiding 7-0. Gary has gone for. Wow. Well, especially after that game against Manchester United, I wouldn't be surprised. Chris is in saying evening all. Hello, Chris. Hopefully on a fantastic day, mate. Gary says, Jack with a thumbs up. Big week ahead, says Chris. Yep, no, 100% agree with you on that, my friend. What else do we have? Whoever tends to win the Carabao Cup goes on to win the league. Very true. That is very, very true. City obviously have done it. As Chris has said, Man City did it many times. Yeah, I believe the year Chelsea won it as well. They went on to win the league as well. So you know, it's there. It's there in history. And again, it's that thing that we spoke about a couple of days ago, or it might be a week ago, about what Dirk Kuyt said about giving that extra confidence for the season going ahead. And for me, I think that is the perfect thing. If you guys haven't gone and read it, then I do very much recommend it. But of course, he speaks about the mentality going forward after winning, a trophy so early on in the season. It gives you that extra boost. Obviously, if you lose it, it is a little bit of a block. But if you do win it, then it pushes you on then for bigger and better things going ahead of the season. Anyway, score predictions need our goal difference to go up. Question mark? Yes, I think we are one goal ahead of City. I think like a +1 on goal difference. So yeah, the goal difference does need to go a bit further up because I think it might go down to that potentially. Biggest week of the season so far, says John. It's going to be a real fight for the title. Yeah, defo. Yes, Chris La, says Jack. Let me scroll a bit down for you guys. What else do we have? John says we're winning all 4 this season, Connor. I hope so, mate. I hope so. Look, I would be very much happy for that. I think all of us will be getting absolutely hammered at Liverpool if it was that, of course. And a parade would be nice because, of course, when the Premier League couldn't do that, I hope we can do that at the end of the season as well. Diaz and Elliott will be key in this run, says Gary. Yeah, no, absolutely agree. Harvey Elliott, I know we hate to use the phrase of new signing, but come on, he is a new signing. We had 4 games of him in the start of the season. He was amazing then. Imagine what he's going to be like, 100% match fit. Because he's not even there yet, is he, guys? You look at it, he still has probably a few weeks away from being, that peak in terms of match fitness and so you look at the Champions League game. I know it was a huge occasion for him. It was huge for Jurgen to put him in that midfield. And for me, I think it's brilliant the fact that Jurgen's given him the confidence and given him the reassurance of like, look, it's a huge game, but I have 100% faith in you and going out there and doing the job. And he did. Look, I think he did do a good job out in Milan. And I think, look, he's going to be so crucial. And Diaz as well, because what a baller he is already. Look, he doesn't even know the English language that well, and he's performing brilliantly. And Liverpool's way as well. He'll learn more in time as well. And look, he's fucking fantastic, isn't he? Dosena scored against Manchester United. All that's needed to be said. And Madrid, Chris. Don't forget, he did score against Madrid as well. He scored the 4th goal in both games, I think. I could be wrong with that. Let me know. Let me know if I am wrong with that. But I swear he did score both the 4th goals. I could be wrong. You doing watch them tomorrow night, mate? Potentially. I think we are going to be doing one. Because you can't televise it anyway. It's literally nowhere. So we will. Yeah, I think we will do one. I would probably do one tomorrow. The whole like YouTube thing will come up tomorrow morning if I'm doing one. So just check the Twitter, and even YouTube posts as well. Keep out for YouTube posts because I do post when we are going live. Like I posted this one, and I didn't post the one earlier because I know I wasn't going to be doing it earlier. So yeah, so check out for them as well. To be fair, but John, yes, I will be doing one tomorrow. Dr. Pepper is not available yet. I am out of stock. I'm not gonna lie. I am very much out of stock. So tomorrow maybe for the watch along potentially, but who knows? Who knows anyway? But let's get on then to, of course, Leeds versus Liverpool, and what a game that was the other day between Leeds and Manchester United. 2 bitter rivals going at it and taking absolute chunks out of each other. I'm not gonna lie. If you looked at Scott McTominay's ankle, it looked absolutely awful. But look, it's one of those like bitter derbies, isn't it? And look, I absolutely loved that game. I thought it was brilliant, especially the weather and the actual game itself as well. Now, sad who won it. I would have preferred Leeds to have won it, but it's again what's happened with Leeds this season. Last season they were so playing this attractive football and looking very much good. Would get the battering here and there. Especially against the likes of Manchester United and other teams as well, where they would just go out and concede ridiculous amount of goals and not score any. But this season it seems to be exactly that. Getting battered and not scoring. Yes, I know they have missed Bamford due to injury for the majority of the season. Rafinha's been keeping them in the league pretty much all season long. Which, of course, we've spoken about Rafinha plenty of times on the channel, which he's a phenomenal player. And I hope Liverpool do go and sign him at one point because I think he is really, really special. Definitely can see him going, somewhere in the next season. I know Chelsea are very much interested, but Chelsea are interested in everyone realistically who isn't nailed down. So I pretty much think that anyway. But guys, let me know your thoughts anyway on Leeds in the comment section down below. Dave is in. Hello, Dave. Hopefully you're on a fantastic day, mate. Hopefully you are on a fantastic day. Gary with the laugh faces. I think that's with the Dr. Pepper. Liverpool to beat Leeds 2-0. Mane and Salah Davis going for. Very interesting. Would you play Elliot after what happened last time? No. I don't know, to be awfully honest with you. For me, I would bring him on. I wouldn't start Harvey Elliott tomorrow because I think you play him in the final against Chelsea, and I think maybe bring him on for half an hour against Leeds, and then he'll start then against Chelsea. Spoilers. That's my prediction at the minute. Because I want to batter Chelsea in the final. I know many people are nervous about it, but I want to batter Chelsea because I think we can do it. Look, I think Leeds and Chelsea, I think we can batter. We've seen what happened at Stamford Bridge. Unfortunately, we let it slip. But it is what it is. Old enemies, Connor. One doesn't know who I hate more, United or Leeds. United. No, yeah. United. Leeds United carry with the laughing faces. Yeah, it's 100%, 1000% Manchester United anyway. Rafinha is world class. He is indeed. 1000% anyway. But let's have a look then at the recent games between Liverpool and Leeds anyway. Of course, last time out we did batter Leeds 3-0. I remember this game and we completely battered them. And of course we remember for Harvey Elliott's injury. This game didn't really count because of course you guys remember the European Super League. It was never ever a thing. Anyway, and of course this one right at the start of our title our title redemption season last year, but of course retention season I should have said. See whether or not we could have retained the Premier League, and we couldn't unfortunately. But of course Liverpool 4 Leeds United 3 were an absolute banging game it was, but it was horrible because there was no crowds there whatsoever. But if we go and quickly scroll up, of course Liverpool winning all their last 5 games, of course Cardiff, Leicester, Burnley, Inter, and of course Norwich City as well. And Leeds, they've only won 1 in their last 5 in all the competitions, drawing against Villa 3-3, which was an absolutely unbelievable game. But like we say, you look at it there, and they've conceded 4 against United, 3 against Everton, 3 against Villa, 1 against Newcastle United, and then 2 against West Ham. It's constantly over 3 goals or near enough, an average probably of 3 goals or 2 goals per game. And for me, I think this game is going to be similar. I think, look, at the end of the day, are Liverpool going to batter Leeds? You would hope so. And 1000%, you would hope that we can, get at them early, similar to what we did after Norwich scored, and just go after them. Now, whether or not, of course, we will have the same front three, because of course Thiago Jota and Bobby Firmino are both ruled out for this game. Jurgen Klopp did confirm it earlier, saying that no go for both of those lads. The final is going to be iffy as well by the sounds of things. I think Jota is most likely out of the two of them by the sound of things, but I think both will be off for the final. Hopefully, they can both get to the final because I think they deserve to. But me and Jack were speaking earlier, and it wouldn't be surprising if Divock Origi was given a shot in this game, or in the League Cup final as well. But let me know, guys, your thoughts on that. Anyway, to top off the week, a win against Leeds and a cup final win on the weekend, and the beat City. That would be the dream, Andrew. That would be absolutely the dream, and hopefully on a fantastic day as well, Andrew. I would start Jones tomorrow. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, guys, get your start 11 predictions in the comment section down below. For me, I think it's not good. I don't think it's going to be a mixed bag. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it'll be Alisson in goal. I think Trent comes back in, of course, from his rest in the week. I then think it's going to be Kanate. I think it's going to be Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robertson. And then that's the big question then, what happened in the midfield? I believe, and what I think is going to happen, it will be Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, and Naby Keita, I think, will be the middle three. And then I think it will be Luis Diaz, Sadio Mane, and Mohamed Salah as well. I think Jurgen might want to get the game done and dusted and then bring on the likes of Taki Minamino, Divock Origi, and so on. If not, I think it might be, I don't know. I think that Divock Origi might come in for Luis Diaz, and then you'd have Divock up front, Mane on the left, Salah on the right. But of course, it's a load of football to play. Of course, they both all played against Norwich on the weekend. Of course, they played this as well, the another 90 minutes, and of course, then the cup final on the weekend as well. But of course, Chelsea are playing right now as well against Lille. Hopefully, they're losing that, by the way. But you look at it, and for me, I think you could go weaker. Of course, Leeds, I think the whole Liverpool squad could get at Leeds, no problem. You could put Taki in there, and playing that false nine position. You could play Divock, but I think Jurgen's most likely going to go with that front three anyway. Try and get them to learn each other and learn their ways as well, with Mane playing that false nine position, because I think he is the best at doing it out of everyone. But Luis Diaz can play that as well. We've seen that, times against Norwich, the interchanging from Diaz and Mane, and even Salah coming in as well. There's plenty of options there, for sure. But let me know, guys, your starting 11s in the comment section down below. I know that Gary went with Curtis Jones. Of course, Curtis Jones hasn't played as many games as well. I thought he might have played over the last couple of weeks. Wasn't included in the squad for some of them as well. So, maybe you're going to keep him rested, or maybe there might be a slight injury problem there. There's nothing being reported about that anyway. I think it's just he's not being included in the squad at the minute. Anyway, but Andrew says Alisson, Trent, Kanate, Virgil Robertson, Fabinho, Milner, Keita, Diaz, Divock, and Salah. So no Sadio Mane there. Very interesting indeed. But yeah, I think Kanate comes back in for Joel Matip, because you don't want to, again, it's that conversation of you don't want Matip to play 3 games a week. You want to keep Matip, keep him rotated. I wouldn't be surprised even if we saw Joe Gomez at centre back in this game. But I think Kanate, I think he is now, the deputy towards, Virgil and, Kanate, and Matip, I should say, sorry. If one of them comes out, I think Kanate is number one to come in, and then obviously Joe Gomez. But then of course we've seen Joe Gomez can play right back. James Milner could be right back as well, to give Trent a full week's rest, which I don't think Jurgen would do. But it would be interesting. It would be very, very interesting what would happen anyway. And then let's get on to score predictions then. Let me know, guys, your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you're going for. Also, as well, watching on repeat as well. Let us know in the comment section down below. But for me, I'm going to go simple. I'm going 3-0. You look at that United game, both defenses was shocking. And I think it's going to be the same type of story. I think Liverpool I don't think we'll collapse like what United did on the weekend. And I think that it's going to be one of these games where, it was last time. We might see Thiago and Fabinho and Akita or Henderson or Curtis Jones or someone like that. But I think that this is going to be a controlled game for Liverpool. And I'm confident, very confident Liverpool will get all 3 points. So for me, I'm going for 3-0. You could go 4 or 5, but for me personally, I'm going to go with 3-0. Just be safe. 3-0, get the job done. And go there. I know Dave went with a 2-0 earlier on as well, but for me, guys, I'm going to go with 3-0. Anyway, John has gone with a 5-0. Wouldn't surprise me. Would absolutely not surprise me. To be fair, mate, Chris has gone 4-0 to Liverpool. Would be a shout, wouldn't it? Jack said, fuck it, 10-0. Didn't see. I was waiting for this. I was absolutely waiting for this. 10-0, says Jack. To be fair, again, no, put a hacker on it. See how much you get for it anyway. But Chris has gone Ali, Trent, Canate, Virgil, Robbo, Fabinho, Keita, Thiago, Salah, Diaz, and Mane. That would be a very nice team. I wouldn't lie with you, but there, Chris. Salah or 10, says Jack. And then Jack with laughing faces, says John. Anyway, but yeah, guys, I think, look, of course, tomorrow is important. We can't overlook Leeds. We can't, at the end of the day, we have to go, if we can, win every single game from now until we play City, and of course, with the confidence of the Carabao Cup final as well, it's just everyone is pushing towards Liverpool's way, and I don't know what it is, but I don't want to be confident, but I am for some mad reason. For some mad reason, I am. I think Liverpool, Liverpool have been underestimated so much this season, and I think, look, if we can, keep the winning streak going, keep the momentum going, I'm sure Liverpool can definitely, you know, put a hit on City's parade anyway. At the minute, anyway. Guy says, "Go on, Jack." As well. We need legs in the midfield. The Leeds. That's where I've gone for Keita. Go on, Chris. You turn into a Keita lover. I already know it, my friend. I absolutely know it. Both us and City will drop points. Will drop more points, in my opinion. Yeah, no, absolutely, Chris. Like I said earlier, I think, look, there's a load of football to go. And as you say, it's going to go to the wire. It is going to go to the wire. Wouldn't surprise me, right, if it was similar to, you know, back in 1819, where if Liverpool win the title. If City win, they win the title. It would not surprise me. But it does help that Stevie G is playing against, against Manchester City's team on the last day of the season. Anyway, I believe Liverpool have Wolves. Do we have Wolves on the last day of the season, guys? I think so. I don't know why. I got the feeling originally it's going to have a massive say in these two games. I don't know why I have the feeling originally it's going to have a massive say in these two games. Yeah, Origi. I don't know why I have a feeling Origi is going to have a massive say in these two games. Yeah, no, absolutely. Look, he is the man for the occasion, isn't he, Jack? Look, at the end of the day, he is. Just go out there and be Divock. Simple as. Just go out there, be Divock Origi, and do what you do. Simple as. And look, I love him for it anyway. If he did go on and score the winning goal on Sunday, anyway, or batter City himself anyway. Liverpool know they're in the title race and will want to lift in front of the fans more than ever. Yeah, absolutely. 1000%. Didn't have TV or Sky in 1819, says Chris. Says Jack, sorry. I read Chris's comment underneath. Yeah, I don't think any of us did, to be fair. Oh no, back in 1819. Yeah, no, I was going to say 1819. Sorry, it was 18-19. To be fair, I absolutely hated. I hated that occasion, to be fair, because it was that 1 minute and 18 seconds that we all thought, or like was it 18 or 80 seconds? We all thought that Liverpool were going to be champions, and then fucking Brighton just didn't turn up for the rest of the game. I wouldn't say I'm a Keita fan, but he's suited versus Leeds. Come on, Chris, admit it. Origi is clutch. Yeah, he is. Big old Divock. Absolutely love him. I know what Keita can do. Not seen it enough. Yeah, I would agree, but look, you're a Cater fan now, Chris. Just stop denying it, right? Stop denying it. Anyway, but no, like guys, thank you very much for tuning in to tonight's show. It's very much appreciated as always. Tomorrow we will be back live with a live watch along. Fingers crossed. We can get the game on for a start, and fingers crossed as well. All of you can join us as well. It will be I will do the stream starting. It will start early tomorrow. I'll do it about 15 minutes before kickoff. We'll talk about the team news, of course, and of course a few other things as well. Anyway, but let's read out a few more comments before we do head off. Anyway, with John saying, Lord Origi, Lord Devil Origi, the eyes emoji from Chris. Chris, we all know you're thing, Nabi fan. Yes, Colin, I hope you're all doing all good, mate. Hello, I think it's Luke that is there. Hello, Luke. Hope you're having a fantastic day, mate. Of course, the 1882 Red podcast. Of course, says Chris with the ice emoji. There is I bet somewhere in Cater. A world beater in Cater. Yeah, no, there is. Look, it's just injuries, isn't it, with Naby? And I think as well, I think a lot of people thought that he would be something that he wasn't at Liverpool. I don't know why, but I always saw him as a box to box midfielder. I don't know whether or not anyone else thought that he was something else. I don't know, but who knows? Brilliant show as always, mate. Thank you, John. Very much appreciated, mate. Take care, mate. Says Chris. 1892 says always live lol. Rick can't put forwards together. I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. And don't clip it either. I can't have 10-0 F William Hill. Really? You can't have it? That's shocking. Gonna have to go 9-0. It wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me, my friend. Anyway, but guys, thank you so very much for tuning in to tonight's show. I do very much appreciate it as always. If you haven't already, then please feel free to leave a like. It's very much appreciated. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new as well. And as well, have your notifications on because we will be live tomorrow for a live watch along for Liverpool versus Leeds. Like I did say, we'll be starting 15 minutes before kickoff. So I believe the kickoff is at 7:45 tomorrow, guys, if I'm not mistaken. So we will be live at 7:30 tomorrow for the live watch along anyway. So just put the notification bell on, remind yourself when we go live or post a video, like I do always say. Jack, beers are on you. V Norwich is V Norwich if 9-0. I think they've meant Leeds for there anyway. But yeah, Jack, it's definitely on you anyway. If they do win. 19:45. There we go. Yeah, so 7:30 we'll be live for it anyway. But guys, please stay safe, please stay well as always, and of course we will see you tomorrow for the live watch along. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I've been Connor from the Club Council. We'll see you.